Good evening. Welcome to another Fantasy Star stream. I did not have shout out set up. I did not have a countdown set up. I was just starting streaming. I was hitting start stream, and I thought, let's get some tunes going. Let's have a nice little welcome screen. Why not? I'm learning as I go. Hey, Evening Moon. How you going? I apologise. I haven't caught many of your streams lately, but you've been streaming it like very late in the night for me. So I've been catching highlights on the VODs, but oh, how's your night going, Moon? For any of you who may have missed last week, we're getting very close to the end of Fantasy Star 1. Now, I say very close, but there could be quite a lot of dungeoning to go. It all depends on how well we go with dungeons. But we're back on Palmer. We're back very near the start of the game. Oh, look at that damage. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I'm just going to turn the game up. There we go. I forget that OBS carries volume across scenes. Been very late on the weekends these days to stop that, really. Oh, tell me about it. I do have the day off tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. But yes, really enjoyed watching the Chaos Engine earlier today, Retro, so with a lot of those Amiga games and that stuff like that, and reading magazines like Retro Gamer that we talked about, games like the Chaos Engine were ones I've heard about and heard great things about, but never experienced myself. And I know you said you hadn't experienced either, so really fun, really good to see. Oh, hello, who have we got here? Misha, your political enemies of Lashiek too? Oh, I guess so. More or less, we're trying to kill him. That'll make you an enemy. I'm never giving in to Lashiek. Never! Do we have the option to free these people? I would turn the music down a smidge or mic up a smidge. Okay. The mic cannot go any louder. How's that? Always trying to do live sound balancing. I don't know why this spell's called M-Wody. Better? Excellent. I'm also looking for feedback on my Fantasy Star 3 themed frame. I was quite proud of putting it together, but if you haven't played Fantasy Star 3, it's probably not quite the reference. Lashiek has Dosaurus in a vice grip. Well, the Fantasy Star 2 look and feel and the Fantasy Star 4 one are very similar. And they're used a lot. And I thought maybe I'll do it based on the menus in this game and stuff, but they look very generic. And I didn't quite like the Fantasy Star 2 one, so I went, alright, let's do 3. Lashiek has Dosaurus in a vice grip. What's he going to do to my lovely world? Lashiek lives in a freaking flying castle in the sky. A freaking flying castle. Well, I'm hoping I end up with a sweet spot for 3. Just jumping on the bandwagon of 3 sucks. And Mode. What have we got here? I'm from Gothic. The guards feed me what I need. I don't even ask. I wonder if the air castle be seen from the top of Baya Malay. That's where we're heading. Got anything to spare? And we don't get the option. Well, I actually said this in Retro Island Gaming stream the other night because he's currently playing Fantasy Star 3. It's just different, Fantasy Star 3, to 2 and 4. And if you're like me and you played 2 and 4 and then came back around to 3, you'd be like, what is this? It looks more like Sword of Vermilion than Fantasy Star. I crafted the Hanging Gardens. Where are they? The Air Castle. You've been there? Yes. Last Yek jailed me when I finished it. That's terrible. Indeed. Look around. Nothing can grow here. You never know unless you try. Fair. The prelude music to 3 is probably one of my favourites in the series, and from RPG, it's stunning. I've got no issues with the music in 3. I have issues with the enemies that go, and that's their attack, or... You'll never find me complaining about the music. I probably should have used an atlas at some point. The enemies are like a fever dream. Well, that's the thing. Phantasy Star 4, like, has some of the coolest enemies. Some of the mage type enemies, like the dark robe dudes, they look so cool. Baya Malay is surrounded by vast pools of lava. You can't walk through. Good thing we got a car. Use a vehicle to cross the lava. Oh, thanks. You'll need all your strength to climb the tower. We've needed all our strength so far. Three was made by people clearly out of their depth for their ambition. A remake would be great. See, I 100% agree with that, and it's a great shame that the Sega Ages remakes didn't make it to 3 and 4. I'm going to run out of MP just by casting this bloody open spell everywhere. Other old dude. My poor town. Most of my friends are in Triada. Where's Triada? You can't beat Lashiek. Turn back while you still can. No, we ain't running away. Damn right now. We've got the air prism. Everybody's talking about Lashiek. This is why I think we're getting to the end. I only said lerma nuts taste good, and they put me in prison. Let your animal friend eat the lerma nuts. Oh, robot cops. Present key for validation. Okay, we've got lots of keys. Red alert, intruders, initiate arrest. Ooh, mech guards. I like their glowing blue faces. Let's spread the damage around. That mech guard's probably going to be big trouble. Oh, I want to go back to fighting the flies outside where we do over 1,000. It's Barrett from Final Fantasy. Did you play some of Phantasy Star Retro? That'd be awesome. It feels like probably because I just hang out in the retro channels, it feels like Phantasy Star's having a renaissance on Twitch. Maybe I just seek out like-minded people then. Hard shells! Oh, okay, so now we've got past that gateway to get harder enemies. Oh, Moon, I can't believe that. You wouldn't influence people unduly, would you? Ah, the Master... Well, yes, this is a remake. Looks very different to the Master System. And actually, Moon, I grabbed the Sega Ages Phantasy Star Collection you recommended, so for reference, that's in the Sega Ages collection that I'm playing now. This is Phantasy Star Generation 1. This is Phantasy Star Generation 2. They also had a Phantasy Star collection which has the Master System Phantasy Star 1, Mega Drive Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 3, Phantasy Star 4. It's even got the text adventures, but they're all in Japanese. Well, thank you for recommending it. It's going to make it a lot easier. Like, I can't believe I'm going to essentially play all Phantasy Star 1 through 4, and I'm going to do it all on a PlayStation 2, rather than what I thought I would, which would be, you know, a Mega Drive. Loots is the only one they're attacking so far. Ah, so we've got a cave and we've got some lava. Of course we need lights straight away. But also we'll need a map. I may have stocked up on that. Oh, it'll just be easier for my settings. I actually think Phantasy Star 4 is the least grindy. Chaos Sorcerer, look at him, nice and green. I think 4 is the least grindy. I think 4 is not the easiest, but compared to 2, compared to 2, it's a walk in the park. I think your starting pairing is better than 4. And before long you have a 3-person party, while that third person ain't the best at these secondary spells. But I'm getting ahead of myself now. God, that's like 3 games away. That's many hours away. Although I was mucking about with Phantasy Star Online emulation as well. Could not for the life of me figure out how to get Dolphin to be online, but who knows? By the time I get around to Phantasy Star Online, maybe I'll figure it out. Oh, the music just took me straight back to the Dreamcast, the early 2000s. Took me back to what retro was all about. So you never played the Dreamcast one, even with the dodgy modem? Well, that's the trick. You got bored of it, yeah. It's way more fun with, you know, a couple of friends. And back then, you'd pick up your touch-tone phone, or you'd get the chat room. And you would chat to people and go, all right, we're actually going to play this together. All right, go to this server at this time. And because the chat room was also on your Dreamcast, you would have to use the in-game chat thing to chat to each other, which was just crazy. But anyway, you bought it again for your Japanese Dreamcast. Oh, awesome. Does that have a blue or an orange logo? That's my question. Yes, version 2. So I had the original Phantasy Star Online, and me and the guys I played it with, we imported version 2 when it came out. Like, we actually all ordered it together and had it shipped to one guy's house to save money on the shipping and everything else. So, see, all the Dreamcast merch has the orange, especially the American ones. But the Dreamcast will always be blue for me. UK was blue, as was Australia. And while I would never go for them, Arsenal was sponsored by Dreamcast in like 2001. And ironically, these many years later, I now have a sister-in-law who's an Arsenal supporter. God, the clam cases. I think there was, yeah, they were definitely plastic. They weren't cardboard like Nintendo 64. Oh no, yeah, well they definitely got the clam case. They're chunky. They're like that thick. And And they, manuals. Remember manuals? Nah, they were really good. The only problem I had with the Dreamcast ones was I didn't store them properly, and so they got a bit wrecked. Weird blue spine cases are open from the front and the back, even though most games. Yeah, okay. Well, what I did back then, which I regret, and I did it with my PlayStation games as well. But, it was just the done thing when you had music CDs or anything else. You bought one of those folders that you could put CDs in, and I didn't chuck out the boxes, but I didn't keep them very well. So you had your folder of PlayStation games, you had your folder of Dreamcast games, you had your folder of music CDs you kept in the car. But of course, if I'd kept those, those boxes mint, and if I'd kept my N64 boxes in mint condition, which I'd never even thought of, it's like cardboard, get out of here. It'd be worth a lot more now. But I tell you what, I'm a technological pack rat. I'm a hoarder, so I probably wouldn't sell anything anyway. Saber King. This is what I've been looking for. New enemies. New enemies to take on. It's getting very repetitive on Desaurus with all the same enemies over and over again. Have you ever sold any games? I've sold some games on it. Japanese PS1 is annoying. Some are chunky like PAL, and some are slim like a CD. Yeah, be consistent. You've got to be consistent, because you want to put them on a shelf. You want them to look good. Doesn't seem to be much rhyme or reason either. Well, that's terrible, isn't it? I wonder if it's a case of Western published games just did the same thing they did in the West, in Japan. And maybe the Japanese only games, maybe that way. I don't know. You tell me you've got them. Like, is it with the ones that are just in CD cases, were they Japan only, perhaps? Or oh dear. This is why I usually do a sound check beforehand. But like you said, there's no rhyme or reason, so there's a silly question from the get-go. And as you can see from behind me, I do not have lovely gaming shelves, so I guess I shouldn't complain about whatever boxes you get anyway. Well, I apologise for any sound. I'm just trying to get it right, as right as I can. The music is good. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Maybe it's simply a publisher whim is what decided it for you. Who's got the power? They just wanted to annoy people. The thing was, on the DS, I imported, after Phoenix Wright 1, and everybody went, oh my god, what is this game? And then, somebody went, Phoenix Wright 2 and 3 are already out in Japan, and you just press a button and they're in English. I imported the 2 and 3 for the DS, and the Japanese boxes were so much nicer. Like, they were just that little bit smaller, but they had better... They were just better. They seemed to have more sturdy plastic. The colouring was better, the Suikoden PS1 is fat, maybe it's Asian. I like the satin boxes of what I've seen. They look like, DVD movies that you would put on your shelf. That's to use for traps. Blah, blah, blah. Dye fluid. Alright, we've got one of every fluid now. Although I think I've already used the mono fluid. Oh my god! The ability to run would be lovely. Oh, okay, so Saturn in Japan is just, you know, square. And for like America and everywhere else, are the longer boxes. Oh, that's interesting. Luch is dead. Okay. They weren't kidding when they were saying that this is going to test our strength. See, I wouldn't mind if the Dreamcast ones were slimmer. It does make it a lot easier to store. The Dreamcast cases were pretty chunky. Yeah, exactly. But I did keep all the manuals. So I've got a shelf, I've got a drawer full of manuals somewhere of Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast games. Manuals were always great, especially if they were full colour. The best manuals, though, were on PC. Oh, Nintendo and all their card boxes. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yep, none of my N64 boxes survived at all. They were just too flimsy. It was just so much easier to take the cartridges out and keep them kind of in a drawer under the TV where the Nintendo 64 was. So rather than mucking about with a box and putting it back in, and yeah, you didn't care. Oh, okay, so we're going to have to cast magic every time. Oh, this is going to be great. But I think we can run past all the prisoners, since apparently we're not going to let them out. Just bye, prisoners. Hi, yeah, we're going to beat Lashek. Maybe we'll let you out then. Got places to be, people to see. Kings to kill. I think it was King Lashek, wasn't it? Oh. God, are we going to have to do this every time? We're going to have to do this every time. I don't think we need to do magic so much. Just whack them. Whack them good and proper. So what do you think, Moon? How far away are we from the end? My assumptions that we're being in the air, coming up to the air castle means we're near the end. It's based solely on Phantasy Star 4. So don't remember that well, that's fair. Flying Island, isn't that Sonic and Knuckles? Sorry, bad joke. We've got to get through the Corona Tower first. I think. We don't want magic, we want items. Okay. Oof. I was going to say, we need... So... Level 62. I won't be taking anything seriously until we hit level 69. Sorry, more bad jokes. The levels feel high. It may be because I just don't remember the numbers from other games, but being in the 60s feels like a high number. Exactly. Like, you think about how much experience you would need to get up into the 60s, and I have not been grinding, like, at all. Not even close. Closest I've come to grinding is actually going out and buying more items to make life easier. Alright, we can cross lava in the car. I wish I knew that when we went to Motavia and we crossed that bit of lava. Oh my god, just let me enter the tower. Let's just run. Oh. The run button is my greatest enemy in this game. I like how they give us a touch up just before we enter one of the final dungeons in the game. Gotta make you earn it. Attack the magic guy because he seems to be rather magic resistant. I do love the sorcerer design. He looks like he's got a bit of gas mask happening and chest armor. Oh, don't kill Lutz. That's why we have to keep coming back to town, because they keep killing my magician. Okay. At least we've got MP restoring items. That's good. I saw you were playing Landstalker last night, Moon. Is that getting very far with that one? How far in are you? Oh, I also today went a shout out something that are automatically done, or is it, you know, do you have to set up? And I found out you have to set it up, so I've set up my shout outs. So there you go. Very slow. And you're playing some Streets of Rage. Oh god, every door's going to be enchanted from now on, isn't it? Not very good at the Japanese. I can understand that. RPGs, there would be 10 tons of text as well. Hey, Barleybap, how you going? Yes, I thought, you know, ever since seeing that Dazorian call us Freaky Warriors, it's like, yes. That's what I'm going to call people. How do you go with fighting games? How are things? Yeah, not too bad for a Wednesday night. I'm glad you're going well, Barleybap. Yeah, I was saying before, I've got the day off tomorrow to look after my kids, so I still can't really have a super late night, but I can go a little bit further than I usually would. Unfortunately, I'm looking after my kids because very first day back at school, which was last Wednesday, my daughter was a class contact with someone with COVID. Everybody's fine. We're all tested negative. But they're keeping her home just a little bit longer. Just to be hunky-dory, make sure we're all good. You know, shout-out's automatic, I believe. I know someone who does. Yeah. The automatic one, yeah. And yes, Barley, absolutely. There is no such thing as a day off. Unless, you know, unless the grandparents take them. It's all good. Too many shout-outs was distracting. It just feels like, oh, that's fair enough. I just wanted to show them off. Yeah, but I'll get to... I've got a bit of a plan of what we're going to do for the day, but I've also got my booster tomorrow, so we'll see how we go. Oh no, I know what you mean, mate. Don't worry. I knew what you meant. Don't worry. Especially channels that do automatic shoutouts, like want to earn it. I want people to go, hey, I want to shout that person out. Fingers crossed on the booster. Everybody says just drink lots and lots of water, which I do already. So. Saber King. They've got some good names. Not relishing the thought of it. Not big on needles, I'm guessing. Sometimes I feel like I'm just shouting at the same people who already know. Well, I've got 3 viewers at the moment, so and you guys all know each other. Anyway, no. One thing I did see, Zebu, who gave me a follow the other week, uses a plugin where the shout out actually shows a highlight from the person, like actually puts up the video on the screen. I thought that was really cool because it's like just a shout out based on text is one thing, but to see the person and hear what they sound like and what they're playing, that's really cool. Look at these numbers. Experience the Meseta. I got a be right back screen. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You don't want to actually interrupt your own content. Depends on what you're playing, of course. Apologies for the flashing lights, but we've got to keep this health topped up. And we don't use Elisa's MP for anything else. I was hoping there would be at least a treasure chest at the end of that hallway. Or is it just going to be lots of dead ends? Lots of pitfalls, maybe. Alright, stairs up. Yeah, I think what figuring out what works is the way to go. I'm still feeling my way out. Although I had somebody say to me on Sunday, I haven't seen anybody else broadcasting from their shed, so there you go. That's my brand. Broadcasting from the shed. Mystical shed gun. Location shed. Oh dear. How's Lutz's health going? At least they're attacking Tyrone, which is good. Shit stream. Live from the shed. Actually, let's do G heal. One of these days, my wife and I are going to get shells. And everything behind me will look way more organised. And that'll probably be the day I get like a black curtain so I can do a virtual background. They're hitting hard. These are getting close. These are tough enemies. They're in the 60s and they're really, really giving us a whooping. Speaking of manuals, there's probably some manuals behind me somewhere as well. Okay. And like the best manual I've ever seen from a retro point of view was the one for Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It was like those PC big box games had awesome manuals. And in this case it had every single unit type in the game, full color, all stats. I would just read the manual. Because if any of you have ever played the Heroes of Might and Magic series, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, 1 and 2 had not cartoony graphics, but they were 2D and they were arty. And then 3 went more pre-rendered, trying to look a bit more realistic. And I just really missed the art style of 2. And I think it kind of peaked with that art style. Yes, Barley Map, yes. What a game, absolutely. What a soundtrack. What sound effects. I'll always pick Necromancer for 2 reasons. One for getting 10 million skeleton dudes, but also to have vampires who every time they attack go blur. Yeah, so there's the Might and Magic series, which is an RPG, first-person RPG, similar to Dungeon Keeper, Wizardry, that sort of thing. So there was a couple of those on Mega Drive and maybe NES, I'm not sure. But then there's Heroes of Might and Magic, which is a top-down, more of a strategy game, turn-based battle type game. So yeah, you wouldn't have gotten one of those on the Mega Drive, but on the PC for sure. Spent way too many hours burning for just playing Heroes of Might and Magic 2, either with the CD soundtrack on, or just listening to music, and you just you would waste a day doing it. It wasn't wasted. We were trying to save Arathia. Alright, get some money. Alright, this floor at least was very simple. I'm on the lookout for horribly twisty, lots of death trap floors. These floors are almost too easy. So we need Demoa's Crystal in order to beat Lashiek. Yeah. Okay. That's just what we're doing. Oh no! Oh, okay. Yeah, usually an alert in the middle of a hallway is just bad news. Oh, yeah, oh wow, chess galore. I've tried to go back and play Heroes of Might and Magic 1, but it's just too basic compared to 2 and 3 and everything beyond. But of course, my brother, being much older, no, 5 years older, not that much older. Oh God, I just did the wrong thing. I'm not concentrating. He played King's Bounty, which is the predecessor to a lot of them. And so Heroes of Might and Magic 1 was a lot closer to King's Bounty than the later Might and Magic games. So we explored this whole floor. This first floor looks very complicated compared to where we went down, which always makes me wonder if there's 2 paths up and down. And if you get the wrong one, then you are in big trouble. Iron gloves. Who could use those? Normal item. Iron gloves. The ultimate gloves. Okay. Maybe meow. Ooh. Okay. They do give better attack. There we go. Now Meow's been equipped with the ultimate gloves. Much better than the penultimate gloves. The run button does work occasionally. Oh, jeez. Ah, I spoke far too soon. Let's do the throws, actually. This is already looking like a bit of an explore and run away first crack at this one anyway. Alright, thanks Moon, thanks for chatting. Have a good lurk, have a good bath. Oh no, I think Luke is in trouble here. Only had 49 health left. There it is. There it is. It's always loose. And despite the fact that we're getting nearly 40,000 XP every battle, dare I go to the end of this hallway? Okay, so we got stairs up. Okay, that's good to know. Now that we've mapped a little bit, we can go and heal. Can we eat either or? Out of the way, NPCs! I think my biggest expenses have been buying atlases and reviving loots. Has been the whole lot. Okay. There. Weapons, I want items. Nope. Okay. Just want to grab a few more atlases before we go back. But this is the best part of this type of game where we're back near the start of the game, we've got start game enemies, and because we've got 20 bajillion levels, we can, we're just whooping them all. Oh, okay. Iron gloves are an accessory. Good to know. But they're a weapon. Oh, they're a kind of armor, perhaps. Oh, this will restore the ego. Whoop. Cop that. Take that. Cha, cha, cha. Not going to grind on the really low level enemies though. Yes, exactly. Well, sometimes in RPGs, that's the only way to know you've made progress. Like, it's good to have a nice, smooth progression curve where the enemies keep up with you, but sometimes you just need to know how far you've come. Oop. Some RPGs do that with the recurring boss. You know, at first you can't defeat, and then later in the game you actually can beat him. Right, shouldn't have said no. Where are we now? Oh my gosh. I should have just kept saying yes, I suppose. Oop. Oh, there we go. We found more prisoners at least. Who are you? Did you find an exit? Tell me, please. We're trapped in here too. We'll find a way out of here. There's a hidden escape route in the walls. I've been looking for months. Okay, so there's a secret wall somewhere. Let's cut to the chase. It's not there. Hello. I could have just like teleported out and redone it. But why not? Why not find the Welcome to our prison. If you can find the right invisible wall. Barleybat, did you ever play much of the campaign in Heroes of Might and Magic 2? I always tended to just play skirmishes and just have, just play for fun. I never really tried to go very far in the story, I guess you'd call it, the campaign. With Roland and whoever the other guy was. I would just set myself up on an extra large map. Easy enemies. I would be, the wizard or the necromancer, and I would just, and I'm a terrible turtler. I would just sit back and build up all my resources and units, and then I'd just sweep the map after however many hours of just sitting on my hands. I love these robot cops. I love these mech guards. I love how they went, you know what? We're building a robot. And it's going to be a cop. So we need to give it a metal police hat. We need people to know this is a robot cop. Imagine if RoboCop had a metal police hat. Especially if it's a British, like a Bobby helmet. Oh, okay. Okay, we can't go anywhere. I should have brought more searchlights. This bit's easy. This bit's alright. Then the lava's okay. So you might be wondering why I'm running a lot. I mean, it's a RPG, and you've got those stats on those numbers. When we're doing a deep dive like these, and it's a long way from home, you've got to pick your battles. And we will get 10 million experience anyway, so. It's mostly about managing Lucy's MP, so. Plus I want to fight these guys because they look like cool anime mechs. Look at them, awesome. I'm just glad that we have more than one person who can do all enemy attacks. Doof. At least we don't get damaged when we walk into walls. Nothing worse than a game RPG, especially when, oh no, more robot cops and their hats. Oh no, swing and a miss. Lightning will save the day. The Pokemon anime word of the day. Lightning will save the day. Electric types can beat anything. As long as you have the power of friendship. Okay. God, they're just whooping Lutz's ass. I do love that double gun attack. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at these animations. I love them. Okay. Let's just try and beat one of them. Being able to get, just having the cool cops, you know, they are enemies. I'm trying to think, and I could be wrong. These are pretty unique enemies to Phantasy Star 1. I really don't remember anything from 2 or 4 about robot cops. Kind of thing would probably stick in your mind. Yeah, seriously, Luke's just getting completely hosed. So Meow's got less HP, but they really do just target Luke a lot. So, hey, the run button works. Need a Luke's death counter, and I need a run counter. I don't have a stats block. I don't know how to set up a stats block. My web coding skills are very, very rusty. Alright, we're on our way up. We're on our way up through very short floors. I spoke too soon. Oh, my favourite item. Always give me more atlases, please. What is the point of a 10 MP item at this point in the game? Congratulations, you can cast the open door spell 2 more times. Speaking of which. Hello. Something different here. Hey, old man. Moa. Ah, this must be the guy I've been looking for. Welcome, freaky warriors. I've been waiting your arrival. However, before we continue, you must first be willing to answer my questions. Ugh. Am I a great seer? Well, flattery will get you everywhere. Thank you very much. You need something? Yes. That's why we're here. You need my crystal, eh? Samoa's crystal sounds like the right answer. Do you accept that I am omniscient? No? Oh, but don't you think you should change your mind? No. You are indeed open-minded. I too can be both fool and sage. Wise words. Wise words. Very zen. Very well. Here is what the crystal. What the crystal? It can distort the gravitational field around the air castle. I foresaw that you young warriors would come here. That's right. I predicted your arrival. Look at me. I'm so clever. Whoa. Got Tomo's crystal. Have you got anything else to say? Now, climb to the top of Baya Malay. Hold the aero prism aloft. You shall see the truth. And he's gone. This is Tomo's crystal. Now we can kick Lashek's butt. That's right. At last. You said it. Great dialogue. Alright, so very lucky. Very lucky there, considering we were on the path down. And just because Lutz died, we ended up going on the path up. Because this is the wrong bit of the tower. I wonder if we should just Certo come down. That might save us some time. I don't think we need to go run back to town. I think we're actually doing all right. I mean, that will cost us an atlas, but that's why I bought lots of them. And I say words good. Okay. Did we go all the way down this hallway? Yes, nothing there. Alright. Maybe we need to go down to go up. Let's find out. We definitely needed to go down to go up into Zora's. Oh my god. Okay. Stairs down. You're going down no matter what. Okay, let's look out for traps. Although this spell is somewhat useless, it does not, really doesn't last long enough. Okay. Oh, jeez. I was trying to see if that was where we... expert stuff here. Pitfalls are my biggest enemy. Oh, these are not costing us MP to go back up, so that's good. Can't go down that hallway. Let's not go down that hallway. Okay. Okay. So we've got 2 separate stairs that we can go through. This is what always causes me anxiety. Analysis paralysis. Which stairs are the right ones? These ones are closer to where we came down, so let's just start there. Cross our fingers. Oh. These are the stairs we came. It's been a bit of a stressful week, I'm tired. I'm not paying enough attention to what's actually going on. Oh dear. Okay. Up. Okay. Tempted fate doing that. Okay. Use a bit of Meow's magic for a change. We've got pretty late game items, we've got pretty late game armor, and they are hitting very hard. It's the kind of difficulty you expect from the 80s. Another froze, I'm going to say. Hey, 63. I tell you what, I do love numbers going up. Should have been an accountant. Should have been an RPG every day. Okay. Oh. Atlas is running out. Let's get that going straight away. Although pitfalls wouldn't be so bad, because at the moment we're trying to go down. So if we get a pitfall, it's just a shortcut. Crystal mail. That sounds good. Also sounds somewhat fragile. Carved from a gigantic diamond. Well, there you go. Sounds good for Elisa. This is a good setup for Jitendra. Oh no. How do you miss it biting someone? Oh god. She said the word miss. We're very lucky there that Boots is still alive. Let's hope he gets to heal quickly. Hey, Cyril Walrus, how you going? Cyril Walrus, your name is close enough to Siri that my phone tried to go off. How's your night going? Hello, who's this now? You seek the seer? We did. I heard some news about Down Under recently. Hopefully it's good news. Jamal's on the top floor. Stay strong, warriors. Okay. Yes, as far as I know. I work at a university, so I'm more concerned about letting international students back. This is not a place for idle visitors leave. Yes, I've heard we're allowing tourists back, so yes. Okay, we need to go up. We're still in the wrong spot. This place is a bit of a maze. We need to find a different way up. Let's do a top up while we're at it. I mean, Australia thrives on tourism, so I'm not surprised we're letting tourists back. So, right, let's do this one right without annoying the robot cops. So we've been down to the third basement of Baya Malay. Damoa told us we need to go to the top. So maybe I missed something on the 5th floor. Always picking on the cat. I'm guessing Western Australia may not be letting tourists in, international tourists in just yet. But yeah. Just hopefully that some, that helps. Oh no! Oh no! Did we ever get that? We have to go buy some searchlights. Unbelievable. I think Scion sells searchlights. How many times do we have to go through this cave? That's the question. I get the idea that it's a dark cave, but that cave is like 10 steps to the exit. I think I could figure it out without a light. I think based on the walkthrough I read that flute thing the guy mentioned just back in Motavia was an item that allowed you to just cast light all the time, but oh well. So we just beat these guys. Mandatory battles. If you've never been to Australia, it's a beautiful place. Lovely weather. Lovely people. Good pubs. And then there's the nerds like me who broadcast games from their shed rather than going to the pub. But they don't put people like me on the tourist brochures. Okay, now we can get through this cave. Let's do it. Oh, 20 hours. Oof. Yeah, that's too long. When my wife and I went on honeymoon, we went to the Caribbean because I'd never been international in my life at that point, and my wife had. She'd been to Canada for a wedding. She said, "Let's go. You pick at least one place." And I said, "You know, you'll be in Oz one day." Oh, good. But so I picked the Caribbean. So we went. I don't know. I want a map. We went via. The first leg was Sydney to Los Angeles, and I think Sydney to Los Angeles was something like 20 hours as well. So what we did was we flew from Sydney to Los Angeles, and then we just booked a hotel room in Los Angeles. So all we did, we got there, we got to the hotel, we slept, and then we flew to Texas, and then from Texas to Barbados. And then we stayed in a resort in Barbados, and it was the best. Cannot say enough good things about Barbados. That wasn't all we did for our honeymoon. We of course, my wife did get to pick something. It wasn't just me picking. She wanted to go on a cruise, and she wanted to go to Disney World. So we went on a cruise around we flew to Florida after that, went on a cruise, and then we went to Disney World, is it? In Florida? Whichever one's the Florida one. Tell you what, it wasn't the happiest place on earth on like day 3 or 4 in a row of walking around the park all day in Florida humidity. Miss it. I'd love to go to Canada one day. From what my wife told me, it's a, lovely place. We have some distant relatives there, kind of, in North. It would be nice to just go somewhere where there's snow. There's a couple of snowfields in like Victoria and New South Wales, but that's a long way away from where I am. So So to go to somewhere in the world where it just snows and go for winter and experience that would be great. That's on the bucket list. Okay, what are we doing? Attack the Saber King. Use some spells and make sure we don't die. Meow might be in trouble, but at least if Meow gets killed, we can revive them. Lich is the only one who can revive anybody. And they keep killing him. They're picking on him in particular. Level 65. I've been streaming for about an hour at this point. We started the night at level 60. We're now on level 65. But it looks like we found the right way up, because there's no other way up. So since we're trying to go up, let's keep an eye out for pitfalls. Auto paralysis. Any particular part of Australia you want to see, Serial Warriors? Horrendously hard hitters. I feel like we don't hit anywhere near as hard. Certainly doesn't feel like a battle of equals going toe to toe with these heavily armored centaurs. Apologies for the flashing, it's all Elisa's MP is good for. Oh, a healing item. Hurrah. A basic healing item. Not a massive one, but anyway. Take what we can get. Ah, got a golem. It's a very pink lineup we're up against here. Now, the golem is similar to the other ones. It'll just be a big old sack of HP. So we might fight this one and then not fight them after this. Might not be worth the trouble. $158, 23, 15. Yep, still going. It's so hard. We just got you. Oh my god. Repros at least does some decent damage. Come on, yes. Always wanted to do that. That was a bit of a waste of a lightning spell, but oh well. That's life. Back to the maze. I am one of those people who likes to have every single square of a map covered. If there's an auto map, that's what makes me happy. Seeing that map completely filled out. I'm hoping Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star Generation 2, I suppose I should say, has something similar. Otherwise, the grid paper will be coming out. I have some grid paper at the moment. The girls, my kids, scribble all over it, but I'm sure I can find some clean pages in there. Use a laptop camera to show mapping view. A lot of inescapable battles in this dungeon. Must be getting close. Must be end game. Oh, we got a searchlight. Where was that 10 minutes ago? Oop. Okay. Well, there's only one way to go from here. The only way is up, baby. We finally disarmed a trap. Paranoia pays off. Oh dear. Map. It just keeps on going. Okay. See, that one was a good one to run away from. They do lots of damage. They do lots of old party damage. Okay, that's stairs down. We're looking for stairs up. Ooh, Crystal Claw. Let's have a look. Oh, excellent. Went straight to him. Razor Sharp with cutting power to match. Now, that's actually worse attack than the Ivory Fang. That's interesting. Well, I'm not going down 15 attack points. It's not worth the trade-off. We'll hang on to it in case we need it, but yeah. No deal. Okay. Oh, we're talking about now. Let's do that. Oh, just as the Atlas runs out. I must know where I am at all times. Oh, more healing items. Maybe I should use some. Solely because it'll save us some MP down the track. Especially when they only give you 30 HP. Not even worth taking up space in your inventory. Okay. Been there. There must be some more stairs up. Gotta be. Okay. Maybe not. Better go down to go back up. Gonna drop up and down, so we're doing spots. It's definitely a dead end. Yep, we've got a treasure chest there. That's a dead end. Back down we go. Into a separate section of the second floor. Okay. Let's keep on the lookout for pitfalls. Don't need Harry joining us. Okay. Roganine. Like, Roganine sounds like something you use to restore men's hair. Demoxenil. Okay. Please let me know, thank you. Get me past some of these slogs. We do have one more dragon to fight, so I'm wondering if the black dragon's at the top of this tower. Yeah, that's good. I do like this the setup of it where you go down and you find more, essentially more of the floor you thought you'd explore. It kind of rhymes. Beat Poetry Corner with Mr. Machine Gun. It's raw when the floor you explore turns out to have more. Healing is definitely on the cards. God, we're cracking 40,000 XP now. With level ups, I've got to see. Yeah, we're talking... Oh, okay. Elisa's not a good example. She's just about to go up. You can see there, we're talking over 100,000 per level. And Lisa's going up again soon too. We're just getting so much. Let's do the basic heals. Let's keep managing that MP pool, because even if we do come back and return, this is a long dungeon. Okay, I'll spare your eyes from the flash. This is the kind of dungeon they would advertise on the back of a box back in the day, back in like the 80s. They'd be like, dungeons with this many floors and all these different enemies. I love when games were just about how many, marketing was just solely how many levels they had. Oh my god, am I going to go through my stash of 10 atlases? Monofluid. Hooray. There you go, loots have 10 more MP. So did we go down here? Yes, okay. Alright, we're going back down. Endless floor, fully 3D. Hello Curse Blessing, how are you going? Thanks for joining us. We thought we were playing Phantasy Star Generation 1, but actually we're playing one of those liminal spaces games. And we're just going to be wandering through this brick textured hallway forever. That's a cool emote. You have to let me know what channels that's from, or is it from your own channel? Malaysian, okay, not from your own channel. Level 66, level 65. Loots is dropping behind. And of course there was a battle just before the door. Gen 1 is fun, but Gen 2 is brutal. Well, if Gen 2 is brutal, that just means they remade Phantasy Star 2 correctly. And I'm doing Phantasy Star series on Wednesday nights. So yes, as soon as I finish this, it'll be straight into Phantasy Star Generation 2. Okay, we've got multiple options for going down. Doesn't change anything, oh god. Maybe. Okay, so maybe we won't jump straight into Phantasy Star Gen 2. Maybe we'll watch the first cutscene in Phantasy Star Generation 2. I'll go away for a week and grind. Then we'll stream the rest of it. No, I'm kidding. What I ground for, what I really needed to grind for in Phantasy Star 2 at first was money. I went and found those lizard-looking things, like the snake-looking enemies, because they gave more instead of the XP. Because you couldn't even buy all the equipment in the starting area. But anyway, we just picked up a miracle key. What does that do for us? Dispels magic seals on doors. I think that's going to save us 4 MP a go for loots. So we've got 2 options to go down. Let's start with this one. Hopefully it's not an endless winding dead end. There's 2 things I'm looking forward to by playing Gen 2. One, I've played Phantasy Star 2 to death, so hopefully I shouldn't have too bad of a time with it. But also, oh, you played it on the GBA! Ah. I'm happy to say I played it on the Mega Drive. But the Mega Drive with the hit book. So when things got really bad in the dungeon, I always had the hit book to turn to. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call the Phantasy Star 2 translation legendarily bad. Like it's certainly not as bad as some, where it's gibberish in English. But it's another one that suffered from the lack of space for text that English demands. So how's this version of the original Chromus? Good morning. It's evening here, but good morning. Welcome in. I'm Mystical Machine Gun. We're playing some Phantasy Star. I find this I find this much preferable to the Master System version. Just the quality of life stuff that they put in. Like, just the way the shops work. How it lets you swap things out without having to go back and go in. Like, if you buy something, you can just equip it straight away, and you can sell what you replaced it with. That just, blows my mind. And this, I'm pointing at something, you don't know what I'm pointing at. This Atlas option that gives you the minimap has made, I haven't had to do any mapping at all. And aside from a lot of wandering, and a lot of buying of atlases, I have not really gotten stuck in any dungeons, so. This is definitely one of those ones where I would really struggle to go back and play the Master System one. I mean, I was just mentioning about translation. The Master System one, some of the clues and some of the dialogue in it don't make much sense at all. Because they didn't have enough space for the text. So I'm looking forward to playing Phantasy Star 2 with a better translation. You remember them, yeah. I did download from romhacking.net. I downloaded one of the better translations of Phantasy Star 2, but I never actually played through it, so it'll be interesting to play through it with a somewhat official better translation, with all the space that DVD can provide. Alright, have fun. A blissful part of the day when the kids are at school and suddenly things are quiet. Curse Blessing. I only wish they looked better. This low-budget 2D looks a bit like a smartphone. Ah, well, 2003 it looks okay. I know. I do see what you mean. It is it's not a bad comparison, really. But they were low-budget games. They were 2,500 yen. I'm not sure what that would be. Australian dollars or US dollars. Doesn't sound like that much. I mean, I think that's why they were called Sega Ages 2500, because they were 2,500 yen to buy. So they weren't big budget titles. Put it that way. But still, looks way better than Master System. Ah, so okay, so geez, that is a lot cheaper. 5,400 yen cheaper. Yeah, I'm learning new things as we go. All I know about how much things cost in yen come from Shenmue and Shenmue, how do you pronounce it, and the Yakuza games. And if you play the Yakuza games, especially the real estate stuff, but I'm very disappointed there was no remake of 4 or 3. Having that team, you know, having the original team, or at least some of the Sonic team, you know, so people who worked on the other ones work on 3 and bring it more online. Oh, it would have been amazing. I'm a total 4 fanboy, so I'm on record as saying that I don't think they could have improved 4 much more. And with not just like they don't have voice acting, but with some of the anime style cutscenes, there's a risk that they could have made it worse. It is purely nostalgia, and the fact that I was 12, I think, when I played Phantasy Star 4, but couldn't improve on those cutscenes already. I thought the art style was amazing. Ah, is this where we came from? Okay. I need to get my head on straight and figure out where we're going. There's such labyrinths, these dungeons. I bet the air castle is going to be not much better. But it may have cloud effects. We'll see. I actually found the whole Sega Ages collection. I downloaded the whole lot, and I just immediately started playing Virtua Racer. The comic book panel style has certainly aged much better than the fully animated cutscenes. Yes, absolutely. It's a book versus movie thing almost. With those comic book style cutscenes, not only like you can imagine what their voices sound like, so the voice acting is whatever your head makes of it. You controlled the pace of the cutscenes as well. You know, so something big happened in a cutscene and you just could sit there and not hit the C button. So, but with a CD based, with FMV, with that sort of thing, you know, it would race along because it would have been translated from Japanese, so they were trying to fit all this English dialogue in the time it would take to say it in Japanese, which is a lot shorter. And they rented it out to the cheapest anime company that would do it. So the imagination makes them better. Like I can always remember some of the. Welcome back, Promise. That was fast. That was a quick kid dropper. I wish when I dropped my eldest off at school, it went that quickly. I think we're just about off this floor. I'm already ready, just need to carry him out. Nope, you're going. Almost got a Mega Drive Mini when they were around. I never had one as a kid, but it was fascinating. And the vibes are different from just playing on it. I agree. Like I would love to get a Mini just to have the Mega Drive controller. I love the Mega Drive controller. It was just such a good shape. And we had the 6-button ones back in the day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use that dive fluid straight away. To keep Blitz's MP up. This dungeon is a hell of a slog. And the thing with those, like with the Mega Drive Mini and the SNES Mini, they have less buttons. Oh, Shining Force! I love Shining Force. I was never any good at it, but I still loved it. And Soleil, oh, awesome. Absolutely was the shit. Couldn't say it better myself. But yeah, the thing with those SNES Mini and Mega Drive Minis, they have like 3 buttons. So you hand it, your kid, your 6-year-old this and go, all right, try and figure that out. And they'll be like, whatever. Oh, Shining in the Darkness as well. Really good game. Yes, absolutely. Shining in the Darkness and Shining Force 2. Because they were strategy games, because they were turn-based. Those graphics blew my mind. I thought they looked absolutely amazing. I still think they look really good. Shining in the Darkness is super fun and really accessible for a dungeon crawler. As accessible as a dungeon crawler could be, yes. So Shining the Holy Ark, was that Saturn or was that Sega CD? That's the one I haven't played. Don't forget Shining Force 3, which was on the Saturn as well. It had lots of crazy things going on. Started Holy Ark once, but never made it far because it got sidetracked. Last game, was it Shining Soul that the Shining Force game in my face? It was like a GBA game, and it was an action RPG. It was like, Holy Ark was first person. It was a dungeon crawler. Again, wasn't it? It wasn't a strategy game like the other ones. Yeah, let's get some healing happening. Actually, let's not. Let's attack. So we can get out of this battle quicker. Just like Shining Light. There you go. Okay. The thing is, I always hit a wall with strategy games like Shining Force 1 and 2. I always just get to a point where there's a battle I just can't beat. Wanted to play the full Shining Force 3 trilogy, but we've got to pull up. We're all easily sidetracked. We've all got gamer ADD, where it's on to the next shiny game. Let's do a quick health check. If the Saturn had had a good Sonic game, rather than Sonic Jam or whatever it was, it would have been just an amazing console because you had awesome Shining Force follow-ups, you had Panzer Dragoon, it was just missing like just 1 or 2 other franchises. Too many games, too little time, one life, absolutely. And then you end up playing an MMO or something for many hours. wonder what is the emulation scene for Shining Force 3. Is there a fully translated hack out for us? Everything else, but I think Scenario 2 and 3 never came out of Japan or something like that. Oh, I'm working on very, very old knowledge here. It's been a long time. As a Sega kid, because I had a Mega Drive, like the Saturn was the one that got away. Oh, there you go, awesome. There you go, put it on the master list. The big bucket of games I'll play one day. Too many games all the time in one life, and I always end up just buying the Mega Drive collections on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and on Steam, and I'll end up with a Shining Force save that's like a few battles in, and a Shining in the Darkness save that's, you know, like I've got half a map filled out. But it's fun while it lasts. Exactly, whatever makes you happy. I justify it like when you used to be able to rent games, and by the end of the weekend, you got as far as you got, and then it was back to the video store. Which reminds me, with Phantasy Star 4, I got very, very lucky. I never owned Phantasy Star 4. It was very expensive. But the local video game rental place, I managed to rent it 2 weekends in a row, or maybe 3. Oh, renting Dungeon Master of the SNES, awesome. But yeah, I rented PS4 at least 2 weekends in a row, and my save was still there. I mean, people were probably renting NBA Live 95 more than, you know, this RPG, but I was so happy, and so I got to beat it just by renting it a couple of times. What was Dungeon Master like on the SNES? I always think the Dungeon Master series is very PC centric, so a console port would be very interesting. There were some interesting console ports back then. I bet you remember renting Shining in the Darkness a few times and then checking whether your save was still there when we were over on. It was slow but fun. Oh, it's the roll of the dice. It's like, okay, I think they've only got one copy of it. Hopefully nobody's, you know, deleted my save. Put it in the Mega Drive. Put it in the SNES. Hey, there's my save. And with Phantasy Star 4, like, you didn't have named saves. It just told you what level and who was in the party. But being a kid, I was like, that's my party. It's definitely them. I do feel bad for never having owned it, but it's $100 back then. That was a lot of money. I was spending my pocket money on buying my $5 pocket money on either renting a game or buying a cassette single. Miss the days of saves the cartridge. It was fun by seeing other people's saves. Yes. Especially if they had broken the game wide open and had unlocked everything. You could have, you know, you had one slot for your game, and then you had do that with the DS. Welcome back, Moon. Psycho Wand. Yeah, especially if it allows multiple save slots, you would just keep that crazy save slot and go, alright, cool, that's my fun one. I'll play through it myself. Ah, I finished to an endgame save. There you go. Magic cane that recovers MP. Okay, let's give that to Lutz. Oh my god, that is exactly what we need. We need to recover MP. Plus it's better stats. Oh my god, we're gonna recover MP. This is a game changer. I bought pre-owned games and people had in-game save. Oh, there you go. Just let somebody else do the work for you. Why not? Alright, we're on the 4th floor. I'm really losing track of which floor we're on. We're changing floors so often. I'm trying to think of a game that I rented or bought that had something crazy in the saves, but I'm not thinking of it at the moment. But when oh no, Moon, that's a terribly sad story. I feel bad for your brother. Did he ever try and take on the final boss, or was it a case of he saved it for the final boss then moved on? Oh, that's cruel. That's some good little brother cruelty. He moved on to PlayStation 1 and wasn't interested. Oh, damn. See, if I sent my eldest brother a photo of a game he hadn't beaten now, he would jump up and be like, "All right, I'm going to beat it." Yeah. He has tons of games to mock you about. Oh, okay. All's fair in family. All's fair in family mockery. Gives the Atlas. Okay. When are you going to fish Alundra 2? When are you going to fish Alundra? When are you going to play the 11th hour? Oh, you got Ni no Kuni on the backlog. Same here. Yeah, how's Alundra 2 compared to Alundra 1? Okay. He literally showed up in your stream last night. You're playing Xenogears. Oh, that's so cool. Having a sibling show up. He suddenly showed up Satan. Oh my god, I'm going back to the VOD and I'm watching that to see your brother giving you shit on stream. Played about 15 hours in the event, but PS2 decided to die for a while. One of those days. Yeah, I just played the few opening areas of Ni no Kuni and again, probably very similar. Walked away and didn't really come back. My eldest brother shouts out, "Hey bro." I think he sometimes watches the YouTube stuff, but he doesn't actually watch me on Twitch, so. And my middle brother, I'm the youngest of 3, he wouldn't know what Twitch is, to be honest. They didn't finish Xenosaga either. Yes, absolutely. Good point. Absolutely, they're... what's the term? Their goals far outstretch their means. Alundra 2 is him mocking me because I insisted since back in the day I would play it sometime. In deep denial, there's just in shit. There's nothing wrong with saying, this game is shit and I'm never going to finish it. That's fine. I'll play it, I'll finish it someday. I'll do it, brother, I will. It's like... So your little brother wanted to finish Phantasy Star 3, Barley Bap, or did you want to finish Phantasy Star 3 and your little brother gave you grief about it? Ah, it's on the shelf, it's ready to go. Oh, finally, one of the enemies went down. At some point, it becomes a point of pride. Especially if your brother keeps giving you shit about it. Oh, you both kept saying you'd beat it. Oh dear. I never played an RPG or something like that with my brothers by taking turns. We would always just seek out co-op games, you know, where you cooperate. Because we're all three terribly competitive, so it was better if we cooperated. Oh dear. Oh no, co-op's fun. Tell your brother from me he's missing out. Right? Where's that trifle? I've got some somewhere. Didn't I? Or have I used it already? Yes, co-op is the most fun. 100% agree. Co-op was definitely the most fun because if we played against each other, something like Micro Machines, somebody's controller was getting thrown through the air. Ah, there we go. Just what we need. Need some fluid. Okay, let's have a look. Holds the power of storm. Oh, here's half the problem. Why was he not equipped with the heal crystals? Let's equip this so we can save some MP. Everybody else has heal crystals equipped. Why was Luke's not equipped with it? Look at that. We're getting some co-op happening in the chat. That's what I like to see. That's part of the reason I started streaming. Part of the reason I jump on Twitch is to see what co-op games people are playing. You never know who you go online, you go on Twitch, you go on retro communities, you go, does somebody want to play random game X with me that nobody has played online in 20 years? And somebody will be like, yes, let's do it. Moon, Barley Bap, that sounds like a very good co-op stream one night. Pick who's going to actually run the stream and go from there. Okay, what is last photon? Fully recovers one ally's MP. I didn't know we had that. Something just broke. That may have been a waste. That may have been a real waste. We'll see. I want to check Luke's equipment all of a sudden. Still seems to have something equipped. Maybe his thing didn't break, I'm not sure. Just attack the finish this bloody battle. So Seiken 3, that's one of the Secret of Mana series, yeah? Seiken Dentetsu 3? Let's see what I broke. Okay, the Psycho one's still there. The Tandra crystal's there. The Heal crystal broke. Not sure how. But we can always buy more. Ah, that's what came next. Okay, there you go. See, I know something about games sometimes. Let's use that pillaring it too. Trials of Mana, okay. Okay. This floor is insane. Do we see everything down this hallway now? Never fighting the cops again. Not worth the trouble. Okay. At least we seem to have a guaranteed run away from the cops, so that's good. That's good, cat. Mash that keyboard. I keep taking the wrong turns. Oh god. Let's go. Stairs up. That's what we need. Surely that's what we need. 5th floor. Now, this is the floor where we found Demoa. Okay, it's not the way to go. Maybe we need to go down one more time and then go back up. Oh my god. Okay. I'm wondering if I should bust out the map. Ah, there's a different set of stairs. Okay, cool. This dungeon has officially overstayed its welcome by a long way. Alright. So, my heal crystal broke. Because I used last photon. Interesting. So I can still recover somebody's full HP. MP. But I'm good at words. That might be a look up that collabo attack. What exactly is going on there? Because I want Luch to keep those heal crystals, he needs to recover his HP too. If he keeps getting whooped like this. So how many games are in the Trials of Mana series, I should say? But I think Secret of Mana was actually number 2, is that right? I feel like I learn more from chat than knowledge I impart to chat when I'm doing this. Got a very knowledgeable audience. Oh, I'm gonna have to use another Atlas, aren't I? Oh no! The cops have wised up my running away tactics. They're wise. They're onto me. Okay. Spread the damage around. Let's do a couple of attacks. And maybe we can try last photon on here. Try to do a very quick Google of last photon, but it was eluding me. You're not here to see me Google, you're here to see me dungeon dive. Nice. Nice. I may have missed at least they're actually going to level. Okay, we're on our second to last Atlas. These are dire days. Oh, Christ! Ha! Thank you, Retro. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Have a good night. I cannot figure out the layout of this bloody dungeon. I always feel bad when somebody signs off for the night and I haven't beaten the dungeon I'm on. I feel like I've let them down. Oh, did Luke just... Oh my god. They're a time investment, absolutely. And we've just lost our only person who can revive people. Oh, the Zolus dungeons in Fantasy Star 1 took them many streams. But hey, that's why we're playing these old school games, yeah? Because they don't muck about. They don't fuck around. Okay. We've lost our main magician. Yes, look how much MP he had left. Oh. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the hot new plan. What? Ah, there it is. Okay, that was a weird setup. Alright, cool. We're gonna figure this out. Quick. But first we need Luke's back. Actually, we need two things. We need Loot's back, and we need Atlases. This is the pointy end. This is what we all came to see. See what the game throws at you when things get really tough. Actually, three things. We'll get more heal crystals for Lutz as well, so he doesn't die so easily. Okay. Actually, let's do one other thing. Let's actually make some room. Really don't need those. Alright, let's go. Inventory management, let's do this. We've got more money than we know what to do with. So, bringing Luke's back from the dead isn't exactly a money sink. Very fair shop, so it's good stuff. Okay. Everybody's got 2 heal crystals equipped. That should keep things trucking. Health-wise. You don't have Trimate, so you don't have it all. Lies! I feel tonight's stream has been very repetitive. We've done the same thing over and over again. Aside from beat up some flies in a way. So now we're nearly level 70. And I said, you know, I haven't needed to grind. What removed the need for the... There was an item, wasn't there? Oh no, we got the magic key. Okay. Miracle key. That's one less bit of menu management we've got to do. Thank heaven for small mercies. Alright. Whoops. Oh god. Clicked on the completely wrong thing. We're all fans of 3D scrolling dungeons here, right? Was it Asylum Films that makes those rip-offs? It's probably even too close. It would be like the cop who was a robot. Oh, absolutely. We've got one search. This will hopefully be the last time we have to go through this fucking cave. Oh dear. And we're going to make it even faster. Run from the caves, run for your lives. Probably the 100th time I wish there was a random encounter item you could use. Give it a break. Okay, so we had to go down the god, which was this way. Now we see how well my memory copes with this bloody maze of joint. Up. I'll know soon. Always impressed at the scale of the first Fantasy Star. Look back at it though. I know this remake. It's a massive game for an API project. Absolutely. No, absolutely agree. They, what size was the Master System? Like, I'm sure they bragged about how many bits it had, like they did back in the day. It's a megabit card, the mega cartridge. And there was even in the, I think the Japanese Master System version, there was like FM music they used, which I've downloaded. It's better quality, so it certainly had the bells and whistles behind it. It was a big production. Luce is only level 68. Everybody else is level 69. He's actually genuinely falling behind. Probably partially because he keeps dying. I'm neurotic. I like my team to be all around the same level. I'm the person who uses EXP share in Pokemon all the time. Okay. I could tell that was 2 squares rather than 1. We'll try and run as much as we can, save our strength for whatever boss we might fight at the end of this dungeon. So, holy shit, this is a massive dungeon. Unfortunately, if you press the D-pad that's a little bit too long, you start spinning. Let's take out the cops. I wonder what their prime directives are. Not prime directives. What's Robocop's thing? Shit. It's been a very long time since I've seen Robocop. Robocop amazingly was one of those 80s movies that didn't traumatize me as a child. Maybe the TV version had the gory bits at the end cut out. Okay, back on the first floor. Okay. See if we can run this time. Yes. Never so happy to hear the pitter-patter of running feet as when you hit that escape button. No worries, Moon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for having a chat. If you and Bali Bap end up playing Saiken Dentetsu 3, stream it. Let us know. Oh, all that for 10 MP. All that for 10 miserable magicals. Okay. Alright. We're getting close to back where we were. And this actually didn't take long at all. Amazing what will happen when you have the map already laid out for you. I say that even though we're in the basement and we want to be on the fifth floor, but you know. Ah, no treasure. Part of the fun of going back down and running back through is that you pick up what you missed. What we missed was nothing, except for 10 MP. Now we get whoops because I tried to run away. And it must just be an elemental thing, but Meow's actually doing better with the all enemy attacks because this saber dude in the middle does not like, well, handles lightning a lot better than handles ice. Now we're just going to hit him with sticks. Regen makes you a bit lazy on healing. I should get to healing now. The only thing, well, aside from teleporting, that at least his MP is good for. Give me some treasure. Give me something worth going down these dead ends for. Help me. Come on, Saber King. He does have a saber. So it's an accurate title. Level 70 now. Oh my god. We are in the we're in the rarefied air. Okay. All we missed was dead ends. Just good to know on the way. Please let me run. Oh, thank you. I want to see the back of this dungeon. I've had previous nights of just dungeon diving. I don't think I've had it of just one dungeon. At least with a bit of variety and textures. Okay, so we went this way. Pummeled here. I'm almost getting tunnel vision with the enemies. I'm just focusing on things like the Saber King and not even really worrying about lens eye or gold lens or whatever they're called. Gold lens, there you go. It's like, alright, this is the one that's actually going to do some damage. Let's get under here. But since we've rushed through the dungeon, I'm happy to use what we can do, so hopefully the pyrotechnics are a lot worth watching. I think we can just finish with a round of attacks. Finally, Lutz. Come on, catch up with the rest of the team. The only way is up from B to F. Fingers crossed this is the right way. All this progress, oh my gosh. Feels like we're racing, going so fast. Oh hello, here's the door we missed. Good for trouble. Ah, another atlas. Never going to turn one of them down. I'm relying on them like nobody's business. Okay, from there, have to walk forward to go back. Yes. We're running to the top of this tower. We get insane cardio by the time we get to the top. I just know we're not going to get to run away. So. I haven't even tried G-Hune on these guys to see what wind does. Oh, attack the mage. Coward! Horrendously over-relying on the regen. Alright. Let me open the door. Bump, bump, bump. Okay. 4th floor. This is where things are getting hairy. Have we missed? a way up. It does not have a pitfall. Because that's what we were dealing with last time. We went up 2 different stairs to go to the 4th floor. 5th floor. And both had pitfalls. So, yep, pitfall ahead. So, rather than fall down it, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's be smarter than the game. What? What? I'm honestly looking at a map and it says, oh my god, I didn't even know that was a mechanic. I thought it just told you where the pitfalls were. I did not know it let you walk past the pitfalls. Good thing I tried that, otherwise we would have been in this bloody dungeon even longer. Because I did just look at the map and it says this is the end of the road. Okay. We're doing well for health. Only mono fluids we can just burn. Make sure Luke's and Meow can do lots of damage. I have not looked up last photon yet. They're going to make us walk through one more really long corridor just to stack up those random encounters. Oh, I'm not fighting a golem. Oh, take too long. One more time. Yes. This might be it. Change in scenery. This must be where we hold up the aeroprism. Is this the top the old man mentioned? Looks like it. Elisa, the aeroprism. Yes. Elisa raises the aeroprism. What's that? The air castle. Look at that. Graphics. It's a screenshot mode. Wow. The aeroprism worked. Almost the end. Ah, Shek, I'm coming to you. How do we get up there? I've got it. Meow. Meow eats the lemon nuts. His body emits a brilliant light. He becomes a graceful winged creature, does he now? What? Meow. What's going on? The lemon nuts transformed him. I've had a hunch about this since we were on Dosaurus. Let's fly. Okay. You're heavy. Even though you are magnificent now, you surely don't complain any less. Hey, this ain't easy. Oh, there's a save point. Is this a town? The air castle. There it is. Marshek's stronghold. What the heck is that? Watch out. Gold dragon. Oh, wow. Okay. I think this calls for buffs. A knew we were too lucky to get out of that bloody dungeon without his boss. Let's get that defense up. Let's keep attacking and let's do heals. Glad we saved. Shit, a brick. Okay. Curse blessing, you're right, but I don't know. Something about it. The dungeons not being first person makes them easy for me in PS2. Thorin can't do much, but we can. We can't resurrect people in battle. Okay. Good heavens. This battle's not going well. Oh, thank God he only attacked one person that time. He's pumping out the damage, something fierce. Oh jeez, I just healed Luke. Luke is dead anyway. What did I say about not grinding? I actually do have lots of patience with dungeons. I can dungeon dive all day, put on a podcast, listen to some music, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's when I'm streaming, I want to keep things moving, I want to keep it variety for people. And it heals itself too. All right, that is a party wipe. So, we just got whooped. So that sounds like a good place to leave it for the night. We're near the end. The air castle is in sight. So, thanks for watching. Maybe I will go do some off-screen grinding. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. And have a good one.